it will kill you. Just you wait and see. I'm so sick of how you touching me. It's not easy to hear all these things. I'm not gonna take this, I'm not gonna fake this. Fake every smile I've worn upon my. I'm not gonna feed you the dream that you need to. Can't find someone else's dreams to the. Should I turn this up? 'Cause I'm shouting. Am I loud enough? And I can't see why you think you can control me. Why can't you understand? I'm not gonna take this, I'm not gonna fake this. Fake every smile I've worn upon my. I'm not gonna feed you the dream that you need to. Can't find someone else's dreams to throw away. I'm not gonna take this, I'm not gonna fake this. Fake every smile I've worn upon my. I'm not gonna feed you the dream that you need to. Can't find someone else's dreams to throw away. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason why I'm here? I'm a dreamer out loud. I'm the voices in the crowd. Can you hear the silent sounds as I'm screaming out now? I've never been heard, still hearing every word. It's been so long. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason why I'm here? 'Cause the now I'm so lost, I can never hide it all. Give me a reason why I'm here. I've been so far from home, I've done it on my own. Lost hope in everything, been out of control. Now I have hold of this, the last thing on my list. So never turning back, a life I'll never miss. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason why I'm here? 'Cause the now I'm so lost, I can never hide it all. Give me a reason why I'm here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Backwards Hat Productions. It's been a while, but I'm Bradley Wilson. We're going to call the BHRA Diecast Fans Grand National Series tonight. I hope you're in for some great racing action. The Auto Club Speedway going to be the site of tonight's race. These guys just finishing up some practice. You'll see by the ticker, Tyler Justice going to be your quickest in practice so far. 100-lap race headed your way tonight. Of course, if you tuned in to the OSRN network last night for the Truck Series, a lot of those same drivers going to be on hand tonight. Definitely going to be an exciting one you're not going to want to miss. So buckle up as we're going to watch a little bit of practice, get you trackside. Sun starts to set over this beautiful raceway. You're looking high from the BHRA blimp. Get a look at Derek Robinson out there in the Dalton Dewitt Center 818 HRL racing machine. One of the many drivers on hand tonight. Playing around with the sounds just a little bit, folks. Give me 1 second. We're shaking the cobwebs off. That's what we're doing as we get set to go racing. Y'all let me know how it looks out there, sounds out there tonight. I said I hope everybody's ready for an action-packed race as we get set to go tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to pull up some drivers pre-race, talk to some drivers as we get going here, see if we get dialed one up. Tell you what, let's talk to Scott LaCoe in the 17 machine. Scott LaCoe, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Production booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Well, Scott, we're back tonight. Backwards Hat Production's going to cover the BHRA Diecast Fans Grand National Series. Taking a look at you out there right now on the board. Looks like you're towards the bottom half, 27th. May not have the speed you were wanting in practice, but how's the track feel out there?
Well, for me, it's I'm trying to compare it too much to last night, and these, the trucks in these cars drive a lot differently. So right now, I'm dealing with a lot of loose off, and it's really costing me some time.
And definitely a lot of difference in these cars. A little more horsepower, a little more unstable for some. Do you think that we're going to see an issue with tire wear tonight, and what do you think is going to play out?
Yeah, if we get some long runs, you're definitely going to see that. You can see it in practice. Cars are definitely loosening up the longer the runs are. So I think if we get a 20-25 lap run, you're going to see a lot of cars slipping and sliding.
Well, man, we're not going to hold you up. We're going to let you get back out there. A few more minutes of practice before we get set to go qualified. But good luck tonight.
Hey, man. Thanks. Good to hear you up in the booth again.
Yes, sir. Once again, that was Scott LaCoe. You see him there on your screen. Driver of the Dalton Dewitt Center, number 17 Toyota Camry HRL Racing. Tell you what, let's go throughout the field a little bit. We're going to pull up the man. I'm going to go ahead and get a talk with him right away. Mark Broderick, Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, right up where you were last night. Almost top of the speed charts in practice. I was talking to Scott LaCoe about the differences in the truck last night and the V car tonight. How's that 32 machine feeling for you?
It feels pretty good. I like how it is. It's tight if you don't get the front end loaded up, and it's a little bit loose off, so it makes it fun to drive.
Well, man, I know you're going to be, presumably you're going to be fast here as you have been just about every race so far this season. As a matter of fact, over in the Ghost Runner Cup Series, led a bunch of that race. What's it going to take tonight to put a car in victory lane?
I guess just being calculated with the risk you take, somewhere you definitely don't want even 10 seconds of damage, because it'll really hurt you at the front downforce. So just try and go as hard as you can without putting your car at risk.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you get back down there. Qualifying's fixing to start, but good luck tonight, and hope to see you maybe in victory lane. Get that monkey off your back. You've been up front, you know, more times than not. It seems like bad luck always strikes, so maybe tonight's the night.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd also like to call a shot here. I don't know if I'll get the pole, but I'm going to predict that the pole time is a 39.572.
39.572. Well, we'll see how it shakes out, man. And I'm sure all the folks at 1000.com be watching. Any hot deals over there so far?
Not right now. We just got some, you know, old Budweiser that expired 10 years ago, but it still has Dale Jr. on the bottle, so it's kind of cool.
Well, hot deals galore. Go check them out. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll be talking to you from Victory Lane tonight.
Yep, sounds good.
Once again, that was Martin Broderick, driver of the number 32 machine, as he goes out to make his qualifying run. Qualifying now underway, folks. As you see, you'll see it. We'll kind of scroll from car to car here. Get a good look at who's out there. You'll also see the times come in live as I see it. Right now we've got quite a few cars on the track. Mike Bruno in the number 19 Chevrolet Camaro. There's the 2016 Monday Night Thunders champion, Spence Thompson. Now, as you'll see, these cars, they're skipping back and forth, and what this is a closed qualifying session. These guys can't actually see each other. They've got a plain, empty racetrack, but however, we have the joy of seeing them all. So, gonna watch Bruno take some laps here. Get a good look at some of the cameras tonight. Roof cam is brought. Bruno slides it off a 2 down the backstretch. There's a good shot of the 89 car of Spence Thompson. Get a few roof cams go on board. Gonna be one of the hottest cameras we're gonna see tonight right here. Some suspension cameras. We got them all cammed up, ready to go. Folks, like I said, it's going to be an exciting night, 100 laps of action. I hope you're as ready as I am. So far, it's Mike Bruno on top of the board. Spence Thompson, Craig Lehrman, John Kennedy, your top 5. It's just as soon as I'm saying it, it changes. And Michael Dorsey in the 3 car, the winner at Daytona, going to go to the top of the board. What a speed weeks Michael Dorsey had. He won everything in Daytona you can think of, including the 250. Since then, struggled a little bit. Good run through Phoenix last week, but the West Coast week definitely provided some challenges for Dorsey. Hello from Iowa. Yes, sir, our hearts and prayers are with Joe White and family right now as they've dealing with that family emergency. But Terry, we're glad you stopped in, man. I'm going to try to fill in, although those are some awful big shoes, but we're going to give it a go. As I've said many times, Joe White, my kind of my mentor, so to speak, is definitely a guy I looked up to in the broadcast game. But like I said, welcome to everybody tuning in. Spread the word. We're here. We're live, and it's gonna happen. Davey Lamont, it is our pleasure, man. We're going to try to shake the cobwebs off the boots, so to speak. Dustin Kleba going to be top of the board. Kleba going to be top of the board. Michael Dorsey, just like that. There is Christian Swinson. He's going to go to the top, or almost to the top of the board. Not able to knock Kleba off of it. Good look at Trevor Harmon in the 29. FudgeLovin.com. Toyota Camry entry for RBI. Spence Thompson going to hang on to the top 5 spot. Anthony C, 6th. Jared Beasley, 7th. Heiza going to be 8th. Look at Derek Robinson in the 818, posting a top 10 time so far. These guys have got about a minute and 20 seconds left. Crew chief for the 9 car tonight. Heck yeah. We'll see if we can. Looks like I was going to see if the 9 car was on track. He is not. However, Jaron Hazen posted an 11th quickest time in practice. These guys got about 50 seconds left. Tyler Justice going to go to the top of the board with a 39.584. That is quick time. Almost. Broderick almost calls it right. Get a good look at the sun setting. The one car of Trey James. Another RBI entry in that Toyota Camry as he rockets down the back straightaway. Looks like he may have actually just completed his qualifying time. Gonna put him up in the top 10. Dakota Reeder out there in the 25 KPR Motorsports machine. Gonna see what he can do. Currently, Dakota Reeder setting 4th on the board. Good top 5 starting spot for that machine. Only a few drivers left out there. I believe everybody has turned in a qualifying time as Dakota looks to put his 2nd lap on the board. Nope, I believe it said he's going to shut it off down the back straightaway. Qualifying is complete. And we're going to get a quick word with your pole sitter tonight as he picks up another Swamp Dust Seasoning Pole Award. One second here. Make radio contact with him. That's going to be Tyler Justice, the Alabama driver in the 7 car. See if we can make a little radio contact with Tyler here. Tyler Justice, Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, you're going to put the Chevrolet Camaro Phase 2 Motorsports sponsored car up on the front row. Heck of a lap, man. Tell me how you got it done.
Just practice, man. I've been running official races at Auto Club all week, so felt like I had a pretty good idea of how much grip the track had and what I needed to do to put down a good lap here in qualifying, and luckily we did, and hopefully we can stay up front here for the race and maybe go after another win.
Heck yeah, man. Well, tell me what you think the keys. What's going to be the Tyler Justice keys to victory lane tonight if you want to see that 7 car there?
Basically, don't overdrive it because tonight it's going to get tight and it's going to get loose at the same time. So just got to be careful on how hard you drive it and save your stuff, because if you abuse the car, it's not going to give you what you want back. So just maintain early and don't overdrive it too much, I think, is the main key.
Heck yeah, man. Well, before we let you go get ready with the team, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out to my team at MR Motorsports, also at Phase 2 Motorsports. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, AMSOIL, and thank them for what they do. And thank you guys for putting on the league and you up in the booth.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck tonight, 100 laps, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in victory lane.
All right, I appreciate it.
Once again, that's your pole sitter tonight. The Swamp Dust Seasoning Pole Award going to go to Tyler Justice. As we get set to go, folks, we're going to kick things off the right way. We'll be right back. 100 laps coming your way after tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare
Green, green, green.
Gonna now try to work over Spence Thompson in the 89. Yeah, I figured it out. Figured it out there momentarily. Sorry about the background noise, folks, as I have kids, just like a lot of you probably do. Sometimes they're noisy. Appreciate the hurry up and shout out there, though. We continue to watch some great racing action provided by the BHRA Diecast Fans Grand National Series. car still rocking around this 2-mile oval here in Fontana, California. Good battles all around the racetrack right now. Spence Thompson going to be under fire from Jared Beasley once again. Back up front, it's going to be Tyler Justice. Open it up about 0.7 of a second over Christian Swenson in the 15 car. Michael Dorsey in the 3 car still continues to run third, although here comes the challenge. Dustin Kleba to the bottom. Dustin Kleba was your 2018 BHRA Cup Series champion. Definitely a driver who's well acquainted with these cars, knows how to get it done. We're going to see how he does as he works to the bottom of the Daytona 250 champion for 2019. Great look at these cars as they slide out of turn 2 right up against the wall. Go back, take a look. The field is kind of broken up into 2 packs right now. We're going to go take a look. We'll go on board the Evil Outlaw out of Batesville, Arkansas, the WR1 Chevrolet Camaro of Michael Redding. Redding now going to try to fend off a challenge, although Craig Learman looks to have the position. Get a good look. Michael Redding going to carry some of our tech cams. Get a good look at the rear suspension. Go to work on this car, as well as the front suspension. Definitely not moving around as much as the rear. Seeing as it goes over that bump. Redding going to slide it. Oh, Redding contact with the wall just a little bit. Going to keep it straight and pointed in the right direction, though, as now Gordon Larson going to look to capitalize. This is right here around anywhere from the 15th to about the 19th position. This gaggle of cars. Zach Lindgren back there in the 85 machine. Started in 27th, currently up to 22nd as he's going to pull the slide job on John Kennedy. Gets up to the wall, going to get that nice arc. Good rear window look out of Zach Lindgren's machine as we continue on. Oh, Kennedy going to get a little loose, gathers it back up. Great piece of driving there by John Kennedy in the 42 machine. Caution free so far, 12 laps in the book, 89 laps to go. Now a little bit of jockeying around as Gordon Larson going to take the 00 car, slide up in front of Craig Learman. Zach Lindgren going to see if he can follow suit there. Meanwhile, driver who started a little further back, didn't have the great qualifying run I saw where he'd gotten the wall. Your Atlanta winner, Joe Burchett, the 83 Swamp Dust Seasoning car, and as I talk about it, he's going to go around. Burchett going to go around, does a great job of gathering it back up. Although definitely not something you wanted to see in the early going of this one. Back up towards the front, there's the 9 car of Jaron Hazen, driver out of the Midwest region, as he does battle with teammate Jared Beasley. Thank you, Terry. We sure appreciate it. Definitely a lot of camera work goes into these things. Hey, 10 of you out there watching. It's tradition here. Let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're enjoying the show. We're back, if only for one night. Back nonetheless, calling all the action from the Backwards Hat production booth. I tell you what, give me an idea of what kind of RPMs these cars are turning. Pull up the tachometer on Tyler Justice. You can see it. 8,200. Caution's going to fly. Just as we were going to do that, caution's going to fly. Not exactly sure where it was from as I try to get a look. See if we can't find it on the BHRA replay. Oh, Looks like we'll go back. I'll show you what we see here. John Kennedy in the 42 car gonna go around. Looks like he just gets loose. The first angle I took at it looked like it could have been a little contact from Zach Lindgren, although I believe this is gonna show. Kennedy gonna drive it off down on the bottom. You can see it start to pitch out just a little bit there, folks, and around she goes. Kennedy does a great job of not hitting anybody else, and everybody else does a great job of avoiding him. So with 16 laps in the book, 85 laps to go, we're going to have our first caution of the night. Field going to catch the Ford Mustang pace car down the back straightaway. Tyler Justice going to lead everybody to pit road. I would assume it's going to be 4 tires and fuel. May see 1 or 2 stay out, try to pick up those bonus points for the caution. And here comes Justice down pit road. Looks like we bring the whole field with him. Jaron Hazen going to stay out, collect 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Trevor Harmon looked like he had the same idea. However, here comes Justice. Everybody going to file down pit road behind the Alabama driver. Tyler Justice to the pit stall. Jaron Hazen going to continue to pace the field around. Battle off of pit road, a gaggle of cars. Looks like it's going to be led by Tyler Justice in the 7 car. Tough break for Craig Learman. So it looks like unforeseen mechanical issues might have forced Learman out of the race, at least through the beginning and middle portion. Tell you what, we talked with Tyler Justice. I want to get to talk with a man who ran second most of that first run. Christian Swenson, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I'm here.
Well, man, we watched you chase Tyler through the opening laps there until the first caution. How's that Amsoil machine feeling?
It's running good. Yeah, I'm chasing Tyler. I'll be chasing him all night, I think. It's running good.
Well, man, we talked to Tyler after he won the pole, and he said that he thought tire wear was going to be a big issue tonight, and the car getting snappy loose late in the run. Do you believe that what we saw there, and we're going to see some more of as these laps wind on?
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. Tire wear after that run was actually pretty good. I think you just have to be really conscious of how you're driving the car into the corner so you don't burn that right front tire off, and then that'll alleviate that loose off situation.
Well, man, we're going to let you get back to action. We want to get a word to you, though, as you started third, ran second that whole run from the drop of the green. So appreciate you taking a moment out to talk with us here, and maybe we'll be talking to you from Victory Lane.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Once again, that was Christian Swenson, driver of the number 15 car, MR Motorsports entry. Currently right on the hood as he paces behind Tyler Justice. Tell you right now, if I'm a betting man, you've got to bet on Tyler Justice. He's looked strong so far. We'll see if he can hold it together. His 83 laps is a long time, but he's definitely off to a great start. Big movers through the field so far. Jared Vachon in that 96 car. Diecast fans, Ford Mustang Elite Motorsports entry. He's up from 21st to 12th, one of the definite big movers in the field. Jaron Hazen's going to be up from 16th to 5th. So another big mover throughout. And then Zach Lindgren in the 85 car up from 27th to 14th. Also Corey Walters in the 28 car. He is your current Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series points leader on Sunday nights. Started back in the 26th position and currently up to 18th. So definitely some movers early on. We're going to see how things shake out here as we get set to go back green. Everybody so far has been chasing this man, Tyler Justice, in that 7 car. The Alabama driver putting on a clinic early. See the lights out on the Ford Mustang pace car as it works its way down the back straightaway. Tyler going to have to wait until the green lights. In previous years here in the BHRA, it was leader's choice on these restarts. However, now Tyler Justice, virtue of the new 2019 rule package, he and the field have to wait to the green. See if Tyler can get the jump. And unlike previous years where you couldn't pass until the start-finish line, once those green lights come on, folks, it's time to get down to business. As here we go, Ford Mustang pace car makes the hard left onto pit road. Justice
Green
on the
flag,
loud
green
pedal
flag.
and then stops. We'll see what happens there. He did give it back. So it's going to be interesting to see how competition director Robbie Buckner scores it. However, Michael Dorsey going to be the big winner. He and Christian Swinson. Justice did give the lap back, or did give the position back before the start-finish line. However, it was a jump, so it's going to be interesting to see, folks. Right now, though, race leader Michael Dorsey out front in the Diecast fans Chevrolet Camaro, being chased by Christian Swinson. Mike Bruno going to go to the outside of Kleba. Nothing doing there. Dakota Reeder going to try to sneak on by. Everybody bunched up. Now they're kind of spread out back here. Heisey going to have to do a little defensive driving as he cuts off the outside run of Anthony C. Zach Lindgren going to work to the bottom of Matthew McMeekin. Gordon Larson in the Larson remodeling car got one slow on the apron. Looked like it was slowed on the apron. He is going to lose quite a few positions. Caution flag going to fly. Trevor Harmon going to come to a stop out of turn number 2. Quick take a look and see just what happened. Virtue of your BHRA replay. Not exactly sure what happened to Trevor. We continue to try to scroll to see. Didn't go around off of turn number 2. We'll get a good look and see if we can see what happened to it. We'll go high in the sky, virtue of the Backwards Hat Productions whim. Harmon going to get down in 1 and 2. Gets the apron just a little bit. You see the car start to wiggle, and that's all she wrote. Harmon going to lock it down, although didn't get it below the white line before the oncoming cars got within that barrier. Folks, I know there's a lot of people that often wonder, well, what brings out a caution and what doesn't? Pretty simple there. Trevor Harmon was above the white line, which is considered the racing surface. And his speed matched to the oncoming car speed is what brought out that caution. So a lot of times you'll see guys just below that white line, and a caution won't fly. That's because it's, you know, may not be within the zone that iRacing determines is the racing surface. So a little insight there, as I always hear people wondering, well, what brought out the caution there and what didn't? Here we go, pit road going to be a busy place once again.
User joined your channel.
Hi, bud.
What's up, bud?
I want to inform you and the fans about the caution there.
Yeah.
That was a jump start.
Oh, okay.
So, rule is you jump to start, we get to the backstretch, throw the yellow flag, and person that jumps the start goes to the back of the field. So that's why the caution was brought out.
Well, there you go, folks. You heard it from the mouth, straight from the horse's mouth, as competition Robbie Buckner going to slide into my DMs here. We'll let you all hear why. But I appreciate the insight there, brother. And while I got you up there, man, looks like the RBI machine piloted by yourself, that 94 car. Well, I was looking for you. We're going to do it. Oh, there we are. I'll talk to you a little bit while you're up here. 7th place, man. How's that machine feeling for you tonight?
I have no clue. I hadn't tried to push it yet tonight. So I've just been riding.
Well, 7th place for just riding. I mean, started 25th, currently in 7th, so got to be doing something right.
Yeah, I guess. You know, trying to be easy tonight and make it to the end. Hoping we get a long run. If we get a long run, I feel like that's where I'm better than most. You know, I could save a little bit better. But that takes a long run. Short run, they're going to eat me alive. So,
well, man,
I'll probably get swallowed here.
Yeah. Well, good luck, as folks, as you may notice that voice you're hearing. Usually my co-host up here in the booth, although tonight doing a little super shoeing in the RBI Ray Bestis Toyota Camry. So good luck, brother.
Yeah, y'all have fun.
User left your channel.
Once again, folks, Robbie Buckner, you've seen him there in the 94 car. Perfect explanation from your competition director as to why the caution was blown, which is going to be kind of interesting for this man. As Robbie stated, jumped restarts, if called out, if called out and if called out by the driver who did the jumping, the caution flag is displayed on the back straightaway. Field will restack, that driver going to go to the rear. So Tyler Justice, after starting on the pole, going to find himself back there in the 26th position. It's going to be interesting to see just how that Amsoil Phase 2 car handles the traffic, that dirty air. Meanwhile, back up front, things shake out on pit road, and it's Dustin Kleba in the 6th car, going to be your leader. See if we can't get a quick talk with old Dustin there. One second, looking for the radio channels. Tell you what, we will get a talk with the 2018 Cup Series champion under the next caution. They're going to go 1 to green here, as signified by the lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Don't really want to jump in there and ruin what kind of strategy or what they might be having. Get a look at a field of 26 bad fast BHRA Grand National Series cars as they all stack up behind this front row of Kleba and Jared Beasley. Beasley had a strong run in the Chevy Silverado truck last night as he finished second to teammate Jared Hazen. Hazen picks up his first win of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see just what Beasley can do, as he was last week's winner at the Phoenix, what was known as Phoenix International Speedway, now appropriately named the ISM Speedway. But here we go, folks. New set of cars up front. We're going to see how this one shakes out, as it's Dustin Kleba, Jared Beasley on the front row. Spence Thompson, Buffalo Wild Wings number 89 car, going to be second row inside. Good look off the roof as he looks back at the field. Here we go, folks. Ford Mustang pace car is in.
Green flag,
green flag in the air. Racing resumes. 76 laps to go. It'll be 75 now. Field gonna scatter out. We'll go blimp side, give you a good look. Buckner gonna hit the high line in that 94 car. Rocket down the back straightaway, 26 bad, fast Grand National cars. Heisen gonna give challenge to Buckner. Meanwhile, there's Zach Lindgren, Jared with Sean, Corey Walters, Gordon Larson. Up front is all Cleveland. He's going to lead our first lap after the restart. Michael Dorsey in the 3 car, now going to go to the bottom side of Jared Beasley in 1 and 2. They're going to go 3 wide behind them for just a second. Mike Bruno to the bottom of the racetrack under teammate Christian Swinson. Spence Thompson still hangs on in the Buffalo Wild Wings car. Thompson started 8th, currently being scored in the 5th position. Battle for the lead. New race leader possibly through 3 and 4. As Michael Dorsey going to go to the bottom, takes Jared Beasley with him. They rocket around the rocket around the bottom of Kleba. Kleba now going to fight back, but it'll be Michael Dorsey leading lap number 28. Get a good look off the roof cam at the field behind him. Good look from the bumper cam of Joe Burchett. That is right above the rear end housing. Then we've got one right off the nose. And you see Burchett in the overtake Swamp Dust Seasoning Chevrolet Camaro. Currently trying to hold off a battle from Jaron Hazen and Corey Walters. Walters going to slide off the bottom just a little bit. Now here comes the field. Oh, Jared Washawn going to go around to the 96 car. Washawn, heavy contact on the inside wall. Not exactly sure what set that one off. Go back and take a look at it here. See him get in there. Washawn may have... Haas is going to get a little bit loose. Washawn goes to miss him. And around goes the driver in the 96, Corey Walters, with nowhere to go. Tough luck for Walters in that 28 machine. We're going to slow it down just a little bit right here. Right after Washawn goes to make that evasive move to get around Heiza. You see it step out just a little bit there. As he starts to go around, Corey Walters going to try to lock it down. Nowhere to go. Hard contact with Sean in the left door. Going to put us under a caution once again for the 3rd time here at the Auto Club Speedway. I want to take this caution and give a few shout outs to the sponsors of the BHRA and the Backwards Hat Productions group. Of course, NASCAR Diecast fans, your title sponsor for the Grand National Series in 2019. Amsel going to come on board, sponsor the Rookie of the Year program. Dalton Dewitt Center, title sponsor of the Sunday night Truck Series, the Dalton Dewitt Center Series. There's the Amsel sponsor up there in the top right corner. I want to thank them for coming on and picking up the Rookie of the Year program. A cool thing that Robbie Buckner, the competition director, has put together for these guys. Trevor Harmon going to stay out and get 5 bonus points. I'm sure you'll probably see him pit and battle off pit road. Cars begin to scatter. Looks like Jared Beasley going to be the first car off of pit road. You see a few more make their way out. They'll rejoin the field. Tell you what, I told you we were going to get a talk with him. We're going to do so now while we've got plenty of time. Missed him through that first part. I'm going to talk with him. Dustin Cleveland, that's Brother Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, champ? How's it feel out there tonight?
Feels pretty tight and pretty loose, and all of the above at the same time.
All of the above at the same time. Well, man, I saw you after starting second. You got up front there under that last restart. You think you got enough to maybe power your way back up there and give these guys a run for their money?
I don't know, man. Short runs are killing me, especially if I get stuck on the outside. I think this time I'll be starting on the inside, so I'll help a little bit, but I'm such a long run guy. I like being patient. I like picking them off one at a time on long runs, so these short runs are killing me, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Man, I want to talk to you a second. I mean, as I've told the fans out there, the 2018 BA Graphics Cup Series champion, what would have been, you know, this class this year before the discontinuance, but give us a little difference and you know, the discrepancies between the Grand National car, which is the B car that you're running tonight, versus that Cup car from last year.
Oh yeah, it's a world of difference. Definitely, like you said, the Cup car from last year. That's a key point there. I mean, the Cup car, you're using a lot more brake going into corners, and it's a lot about finesse and throttle control. Where the B cars, I mean, you use a little bit of brake, but I find them a lot easier to drive, so the competition is a lot closer, and makes it definitely a lot harder for passing, but closer racing and great for the fans.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you get back down to business here after the round of pit stops currently being shown in the 5th position. So good luck, champ, and you never know, maybe tonight's the night, West Coast Swing, final night. We'll be talking to you from Victory Lane.
Yeah, Bradley, miss you out here. Wonder if you let the fans know why you're up in the booth and not out here.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, you know, you threw, that's a good one.
Good question, huh?
Yeah, it's a good question. We'll ask Robbie Buckner later.
Alright, sounds good.
We'll pass it to Robbie, man. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Once again, Dustin Kleeman, the KBR number 6 machine. As folks, I would like to tell you, I just, you know, in Joe's absence, I took it upon myself took myself out of the car to come up here in the booth. As Dustin pointed out, we weren't scheduled to make the start tonight anyways. As even, it just goes to a testament here that even the owner of the league can get suspended, as I am currently serving a 1-race suspension for my actions post-race last week. So anybody ever said that, you know, the cards are stacked here, the deck is rigged, it's definitely not that way. But we're going to move on as here we go. Jared Beasley going to lead us back to the green flag. The number 14 car, the Alabama driver out of MR Motorsports. To his outside, you're going to have the 3 car of Michael Dorsey, Christian Swinson, Mike Bruno make up the next row. Tell you what, we'll take a look at it from the chopper this time, high in the sky. Just kidding. Here we go. Pace car is going to make the hard left down pit road. Beasley going to bring him from a crawl to now
green flag.
A jog, and now here we go. Green flag in the air. Beasley back on the loud pedal. Green flag waving. 67 laps to go as the field going to make their way through the tri-oval into 1 and 2. Beasley down to the bottom. Michael Dorsey going to take the second lane. Leaves Swinson a lot of room on the bottom. Swinson going to capitalize as they rocket down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 to be Swinson looking to the bottom of Dorsey. Good battle here. Look at that. We'll go bumper cam. Bumper cam and show you the moving around. Caution flag's going to fly once again. Looks like it'll be the 44 car of Matthew McMeekin stopped on the front straightaway. Let's see if we can find out just what happened to Matthew. Limb cam here. Actually, squeeze in tight for this one. There There you see. Oh, McMeekin and Kennedy, a little bit of contact. I'm going to take a few looks at this as initially I'm going to... There you'll see it. Looks like Kennedy went to duck down, tried to duck down a little bit, maybe misjudged it. McMeekin going to put it into the wall. Tell you what, we'll go chopper for this one. Let's slow it down and see what we can see. Looks like Kennedy just going to catch the right rear of McMeekin. Sends McMeekin around. Field does a great job of avoiding him. Also call out to Matthew McMeekin on getting it locked down. Take one more look at this and we're going to go... gearbox, see exactly what we see. Go here. We're going to come down the front stretch. Right here, we're going to switch it to gearbox. Yep, a little bit of contact. John Kennedy, Matthew McMeekin going to bring out your fourth caution of the night. Good thing for McMeekin is the nose of the car made virtually no contact with the wall. So, shouldn't be hurt too bad, although a little bit of left rear damage. Get a look. Spoiler and the deck lid gonna be messed up just a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad though, as here we go. Cars gonna make their way down pit lane. Handful of them are gonna stay out. Like Beasley gonna elect to stay out. Christian Swenson, Michael Dorsey, and a few others. Tell you what, we're going to talk with our Daytona 250 winner, as we've kind of skipped around the field just a little bit. Michael Dorsey, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backward Sap booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, putting that 3-car up front, started the top 5, hadn't really left there. How's it feeling for you?
Right now, car's just a little bit loose, you know, after a few laps. Cars are kind of shaky, kind of crazy out there right now.
Man, we talked about, you know, we've talked through the show about you being the Daytona 250 winner. Speed Weeks was, you know, something that you couldn't really script almost, just picture perfect throughout. Since then, I had a little bit of a tough go through the West Coast swing, but definitely got it turned around, it looks like, tonight here at Auto Club.
Yeah, you know, Atlanta wasn't too good for us, but we rebounded through Vegas, and then we were able to get a top 5 last week. So we're just trying to build on momentum and get some points there for the championship.
Well, man, I've heard the term snappy loose from just about every driver I talked to tonight. Are we feeling a lot of tire wear out there, and what's it like once the tires do wear off?
You know, once I think we've only had one good run, and the farther we went, the looser it got. And you know, we just through these last couple of cautions haven't had a chance to really get a good long run. So we'll see, you know, as the track temps continue to go down, what the cars do. But it's going to be exciting. These cars are fast.
Heck yeah, man. Before we let you get those belts pulled tight, get back down to business here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, to my wife watching the broadcast, and to my grandparents, Lanny and Nancy, and my mom, Sandy, watching.
Heck yeah, Dorsey Nason out there cheering on their favorite driver. Well, good luck, man, and we'll be backing up that Daytona 250 win with a win tonight here at Auto Club.
Yes, sir. We'll see what we can do.
Once again, that was Michael Dorsey, driver to the number 3 car, the Chevy Camaro for Elite Motorsports. 6:15 of you out there watching now. Sorry if I've not kept up with the chat. Mama Lingren out there, how are you doing? New voice up here in the booth tonight, new channel. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Zach Lingren fans out there. I'll tell you what, we'll check in on Zach. Has started deep in the field, 27th starting spot, has rallied 20 positions here through the first quarter part of this race, currently sitting in the 7th position. Good run as Zach rallies back. Well, here we go. They're going to stack them up 2 by 2 behind the Ford Mustang pace car. Lights are off, which means we're going to go green next time by. Jared Beasley, the Alabama driver, going to lead us to the flag. To the outside, he'll have teammate Christian Swinson, Michael Dorsey, Dustin Kleba, going to make up row number 2. Mike Bruno and Spence Thompson, row number 3. There you see Zach Lindgren, and to Zach's outside, going to have Mark Broderick, another driver. Started up inside the top 5, currently slipped a few spots through the shuffle of pit stops and whatnot, but still great run for Broderick in the Swindell Speed Lab and Chevy Camaro. Cars still on the lead lap. A few cars have retired. Corey Walter's going to take the 28 machine. Actually, I believe Corey may still... Oh, Corey Walter's got the 28 machine behind the wall, as well as Michael Redding and Craig Learman. Learman going to be out with some unforeseen mechanical issues. Here we go. Pace car going to make the hard left. Beasley going to bring the field to life once you see the green flag fly.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. We're back to racing. It'll be 61 laps to go. Had 4 cautions for 18 laps. Currently got a 77-degree track temp, so definitely the cool of the night. Going to provide these guys with a little grip, but you've heard them say throughout the in-car interviews, loose is the word of the night, but here we go as they're going to rock it down the back straightaway. 40 laps of 100 complete this time by. Jared Hazen in the 9 car going to look to make a move under Broderick and Thompson. They're going to slip up just a little bit. Meanwhile, there's Zach Lindgren in the Diecast fans Toyota Camry. Slowly creeping his way up to the front. Slides up in front of teammate Spence Thompson. Through 1 and 2. Lindgren going to shut the door on Hazen. Good look at David Heisen. We're going to call out. Give a call out to David Heisen. He's currently just outside the top 10, running in 11th. Right now, you see him doing battle with some stiff competition all around. Tyler Justice, how's he rebounded from that penalty? Well, he had to start in the back. A few restarts ago, currently back up into the 14th spot. The Phase 2 Motorsports car still looks pretty clean. This is going to work to the inside of Joe Burchett now through 1 and 2. Anthony C. going to give Justice the push down the back straightaway. Trying to motor past Joe Burchett here into 3. Not going to happen. Burchett shuts the door. This is a battle for about the 13th, 14th, 15th position on back. Anthony getting a little bit aggressive with the shove there. A little bit of contact with Justice. Nothing too severe. We're going to go on board and take a roof cam look. Ride with Anthony as they file off into turn 1. See, everybody takes that high arc and then right down to the bottom line, and you're going to try to throttle off, get to the throttle as quickly as you can before you slide it up to the back straightaway wall. I sure appreciate that, Terry, as we're definitely having a blast tonight calling this one. Man, I'm going to go upper cam. Tyler Justice is... Right now, this is a heck of a battle you've got going on right about the 13th, 14th spot. As right on board with Tyler Justice. Good luck. You're not going to see the brake rotors glow a whole lot here tonight as they're not using a whole lot of front brake to get into the corner. Just enough to get the nose set before trying to power off. Justice going to work to the inside of Joe Burchett. Justice right back down to that white line. There's a good look at Brachette as you see him just past the ticker. The Swamp Dust Seasoning number 83 car now going to tuck in behind Justice. Meanwhile, up front, lead change, and it's Christian Swenson to the front. Works his way around Jared Beasley. So the Phase 2 Amsoil Motorsports. Oh, Zach Lindgren going to get a loose on the backstretch. Lindgren going to gather it up. No, he will go around. We'll see if it brings the caution out. Folks, once again, I talked to you about it just a little bit. I'm going to go back and look at this. We'll go back and look at Zach's spin, but this is going to play perfect into what I was talking to you about earlier. We'll go right here. You see Zach, he's going to start to get loose. Right here, he's still carrying a decent amount of speed below the white lines. The car doesn't actually go around till well off of the racing surface. So if you're wondering, you know, as to why maybe you've seen a caution come out with somebody spinning down the back as opposed to Zach's spin there, it's all has to do with the closing speed of the cars around you and where you're at on the racetrack. So I know we hit on that a little bit. I wanted to give a perfect example. Sorry to Mama Lindgren and everybody out there pulling for Zach that he had to be the excuse of it all. Tyler Justice going to work to the inside of Dustin Kleba through 1 and 2. Justice on the charge, back up inside the top 10, score him in the 8th position. Make that 7th now. Here comes Joe Brachette working to the inside of Spence Thompson. 54 laps to go, 47 in the books of the 100 to be ran tonight. Joe Brachette now going to look at the bottom of Spence Thompson. And look at Anthony C. hanging tough in the Diecast fans. Almost, we call that one the ghost car for now. It's plain white car. Definitely some beauty and simplicity there, folks, as one of the better looking cars on the racetrack tonight. I've kind of taken a liking to that one. We've got a cup car to match it. Christian Swenson still your leader. Down the back straightaway, single file through about the first 6 spots. Now we're not going to count him out, Mom Lindgren. We know better than to do that. As things can happen quickly here at the Auto Club Speedway. 1 caution, he's going to be right back in the hunt. Meanwhile, a guy that's in the hunt all over the back of Jared Beasley. That's the driver of the 3 car. Look at that. Everybody trying to break the draft. You're not wanting to give too big of an advantage to that guy behind you, but you got to be careful at the same time because it will slow you up, which is what we saw there. As you're cutting back and forth and you're trying to cut that draft off, you're also cutting speed off. On board, Mike Bruno. Chevy Camaros, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at Swenson as he works it, trying to play the Pod Piper, cut off both lanes there. Definitely a little bit of going on the offensive there. Trying to protect that lead. Jared Hazen in the 9 car. Started in the 16th position, currently up 10 spots to 6, so shout out to last night's winner. Folks, we'll take a minute and run down some of the biggest movers in the field. We mentioned Hazen up 10 spots. How about Joe Brachette up 20 spots? The Swamp Dust Seasoning number 83 Chevrolet Camaro RBI car is currently up 20 spots from 28 to 8th. We saw Brachette do it last night on OSRN for their coverage of the Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series. Oh, Roderick about scrapes the wall out of turn 2. We're scrolling through some camera views. The amount of slide, I tell you what, we're going to find... Let's see what we're going to ride on board with here. We're right on board with Spence Thompson. Oh, Hazen through the grass. We will stay green. As we're talking about, once again, folks, the cautions and how they work. I'm going to go back, take a look at it as soon as the field gets clear of him. But another perfect example is going to be right here. Because we're going to go on board. Hazen's going to get loose out of 4 right there. You see him catch it. Now, he hasn't completely went around. He slid through the grass in the majority of the field. But right here, as you're going to notice, all those cars that are arcing to the outside, Robbie Buckner up about 3 lanes in the racetrack. If one of those cars through his initial slide would have been right down on that white line with him, it might have rendered a caution. However, like I said, the gap and the closing speed definitely differ there. So we're going to stay green here. Jared Beasley going to go back to the front in the 14 car. While all that excitement going on with Jared Hazen, Beasley going to reclaim the lead. Mike Bruno going to get around at Swenson as well. So the top 3 going to change a little. It's going to be Beasley back to the point, but here comes Bruno on the charge. Bruno going to work the bottom of Jared Beasley. And Bruno will have the preferred line going into turn 1, as you see it there. First car down to the white line's got the better chance. Oh, side by side down the backstretch. Beasley not going to go away without a fight. Another determining factor here could be who Swenson decides to draft with. As you know, that's not a plate track by any means, but definitely the draft going to play a big part in it all. Good battle here, and Tyler Justice now going to creep his way back into it. Currently up to the 5th spot. Joe Burchett in the 83 car continues his oh, little contact. Justice and Broderick make a little contact, nothing severe. Go back and take a look at it. I'm just going to quickly rewind it as it happened right there and give you a good look. I told you the first car to the white line has the position. Broderick getting a little bit of loose there, contributing to it. These cars bounce around, they move over those bumps, and that's what you saw there, folks. No harm, no foul. Everybody going to stay straight and clean here. Terry Rudolph also playing crew chief for the 9 car of Jared Hazen tonight. Rudolph said the car a little bit loose. Look at that. Tyler Justice going to hang the rear end out of turn number 4. Gathers it all back up. Loose is fast, but on the edge, you're out of control. Swenson going to move up. Throws the block on Bruno. Try to get that arc back down to the bottom now. Continue to watch the battle. Caution flag going to fly once again on the Speedway. Not exactly sure from where. Oh, might have been the 83 car. It was heavy damage to Joe Burchett. He was running up in the top 5. See exactly what happens here. Tracking it down. Good battle between he and Michael Horsey down through the trial. I believe it's right about here we're going to get into turn number 1. Take a look from the chopper. Maybe a little bit of contact. There you're going to see it right there, folks. Just a little bit of contact going to upset the 83 car of Joe Burchett. Go back, watch the bubble here as they're kind of back and forth for positions. A little bit of contact going to send Burchett around. Broderick going to get caught up as well. Front of the impact, I thought was Rochette alone. However, heavy damage. There you see the roof flaps come up. So there's the initial contact. Broderick going to have nowhere to go in the Swindell Speed Lab number 32 machine. Another tough break for the Pennsylvania driver. Jared Beasley going to bring the field down pit road. Note that Trevor Harmon stays out. Looks like he is 11 laps down in the 29 car. Looking to maybe get one of those back. As well as Robbie Buckner. I believe Buckner's going to stay out and get the 5 bonus points for a lap lead. See pit lane empty. Pit lane, a lot of action. Battle off of pit road. Beasley going to edge out Justice. Bruno edges out Swenson, and then behind them it's kind of a crapshoot, I believe. Spence Thompson edged out. Spence Thompson looked like he edged out Kleba. Tell you what, let's kind of skimming around getting a talk with everybody tonight. I tell you what, I'm going to see if I can't get a talk with one of the guys we don't really get to chat with all that often. Ronald White, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, got that 41 machine out there currently being scored in the 20th position. Was just telling these fans out there, you're one of the veteran drivers, so to speak, of the league. It's definitely a lot of guys call you Gramps and whatnot, but we wanted to take this time out. We don't really get to talk to you a whole lot and see how that 41 car was feeling.
Well, I'm the oldest one out here, so that's the reason they sort of say I'm the old man, but I'm staying out of trouble. The car's doing pretty good, but just like I say, I'm trying to stay out of everybody's way and try to have a good race and a good finish.
Well, I see you there just in front of Anthony C. in the Go Army number 41 machine. As we're going to double them back up here momentarily and get going back green. But, man, you've been with the league a few years now, and definitely, how's it feel to be known as one of the more respected drivers in the garage areas? I know I definitely myself have said that many times.
Yes, I enjoy the league. Every one of the guys has become my friend, and at my age, I need all the friends I can get.
Well, heck yeah, man. Hey, before we let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yes, I'd like to give out a shout out to my grandson, Henry. He's supposed to be watching it down in Huntsville, Alabama.
Heck yeah. Well, good luck tonight, Ronald, and keep that Army machine out of trouble, and hopefully we'll see you up towards the front at the end of this thing.
I appreciate it very much.
Once again, folks, Ronald White driving the number 41 at Go Army machine. Ford Mustang, you see him there being scored in the 20th position. Just in front of Anthony C. And folks, like I said, Ronald White, one of the most respected guys in this league. Definitely teaches us all how to be a gentleman on a nightly basis running here. As he said, the oldest driver in the league, but definitely still pretty spry, and we enjoy having Ronald. Also, shout out to his grandson, Henry. You heard him shout him out. Henry, if you're out there watching, man, Grandpa said hi, and currently getting it on with these boys here tonight. We're going to go back 1 to green. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Back up front, it's going to be Jared Beasley once again. Tyler Justice in the 7 car, making his way all the way. Started up front, penalty on a restart. Not going to slow down the Alabama driver as he's currently back up front and looking to put on a clinic once again. It'll be 40 laps, 39 to go actually when we hit the line. Beasley continues to lead. Of you out there hanging out with me, we sure appreciate it, and enjoying this broadcast of the BHRA Diecast Fans Grand National Series. Drop me a line out in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Once again, it's been a while. We're shaking the rust off here. I hope everything looks and sounds as it should and up to par. As here we go, Beasley gonna look for the Ford Mustang to make that hard left. It does. See by the flags in the bottom right-hand corner. Beasley gonna wait till they go green. Green flag in the air. Beasley back on the loud pedal. Little bit of a push from Bruno into turn number 1. Don't want to push him too much, though. You should see Bruno back off. Give Beasley plenty of room. Cover those 3 MR cars with a blanket. Cover the top 4 with a Dixie napkin. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Bruno. Bruno to the bottom, Justice to the top. Beasley's got company. Spence Thompson now going to look to the bottom of Kleba. He wants to stick his nose in there. Thompson definitely knows how to get around this racetrack. Look at the jiving going on. We're going to go back right here around Matthew McMeekin, Trey James. Everybody doing a little slicing and dicing, arguing for their piece of real estate out there. James going to squeeze it to the bottom. Almost thought he might have looked 3 wide on Hazen and McMeekin for just a second. Slides it back in line, though. Mama Lingren, you said don't count him out. There he is. Zach Lingren already back up to the 12th position as he tries to close in on Dorsey. I know Miss Larson out there watching as you cheer on Tyler go for the lead. Check in on Gordon Larson as he is currently being shown in the 13th position in the Larson Remodeling 00 car. So definitely a good run for Gordon. You look off the back there, puts a little bit of a higher line through 1 and 2. Closes up on Anthony C. Back up front, new leader going to be Mike Bruno in the 19th car. The New England driver to the point. Gets around Jared Beasley. Now Justice going to try to get around Swenson here. See the field start to fan out behind him just a little bit. Two by two down the back straightaway. 3 wide for just a second. Trey James going to try to fight off Matthew McMeekin. Hazen going to throw it deep, sell it cheap under McMeekin. Looks for the slide off of 4. He got it. Moved Jaron Hazen up from 10th to 9th. Now going to go back down to the bottom. Here comes McMeekin with Zach Lingren in tow. Folks, I told you it's not a plate track per se, but definitely drafting help is a premium here. Back up front, look at him rocket down. Oh, car in the wall. Anthony C going to go around. Field scatters behind him. Great job once again, everybody, on the avoidance. I might take a look at it. And I've been on spot with these replays tonight as we went back to kind of look at another car, and we caught Anthony spinning around. We'll go back and take a better look at it, as I believe it's going to be a case of kind of watch it here. It starts to get out from under him right there, and you're going to see him overcorrect. Once again, it's just going to be a case of snappy loose. Gordon Larson does a heck of a job not making any more contact with him than you see there. I'll tell you what. We're going to go on board the 00 machine with Larson. We're going to see it better from right here, I think, than anywhere. And I haven't shown you a bit of it. I got you all excited and didn't even show you any of it. But here we go. We're going to go on board Gordon Larson as I was trying to figure out what I was going to show you. See it snap loose. Larson does a great job of not making any more contact with that spinning car. of Anthony, as well as the field. It scatters. I showed it to you slow-mo. You may think, man. Let's go on board Gordon Larson. We're going to show you what he saw. That's how quick you have to react, folks. Gordon Larson does a great job of it. Able to bring the 00 car down pit road with the rest of the field. I believe Jared was Sean actually going to stay out behind the pace car. He is. Well, Sean will more than likely be collecting the 5 bonus points for a lap lead here. Like Trevor Harmon going to be your lucky dog. So score another lap back to Harmon. That's going to put him 10 down now. Field now begins to work off pit lane. Bruno Beasley, Justice Swinson, the first one's off. Nick Bacon going to edge out Lindgren, and then you see a few more kind of straddle off. Do an interview with the 9 car. We will. Let's see. See if we can get a word with him. Jared Hazen, Bradley Wilson, Backwards Hat Production booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
Man, last night's winner tonight, currently up in the top 10, started 16th. Saw you go through that spin through the grass a little bit. How's the old 9 car feeling for you tonight?
A lot looser than last night. It's actually a little bit more than I expected, and we're pushing it way too hard off the corners. We got to back it up a little bit more. It's just, yeah, getting pretty loose.
Well, man, we saw you take the ride through the grass, although it didn't look like anything severe. Any damage to report?
Nope, got nothing.
Good deal. Well, man, once again, we crew chief out there for you tonight, Terry Rudolph, wanting us to get an interview with you, and rightly so, after you picked up your first career win in the Dalton Do It Center Truck Series last night. So wanted to get a talk with you, man. Wish you luck, and see if we can't maybe get the broom out and do a little sweeping here later on.
We're going to try. Yeah, Terry's been a big help to us the whole season, and we're hoping to bring him home hardware tonight. He wasn't able to be with us last night, so trying to bring him home something tonight. I want to thank Simworks Performance Products, 105 The Drive, Diecast fans, and Kmart.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck, and we're going to get going here with about 30 laps to go. So good luck, driver, and keep all 4 planted and in the right direction.
Thanks, Bradley.
Once again, that was driver the number 9 car, Jared Hazen. Last night's winner of the Dalton Do It Center Truck Series. Right on board with him there, currently in the 9th position. We're watching our son Dustin race from South Dakota. Heck yeah, Ken. Welcome to the broadcast. Mama Lindgren, we sure appreciate it. Like I said, we're shaking the cobwebs off, so to speak. But we had an involuntary night off tonight, so decided to make the best of it. As you know, Dustin pointed out for everybody there. So definitely a blast though. I hate it, and once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Joe White, and the voice of OSRN and the voice of the BHRA series on the regular basis. As a little bit of a family tragedy. Yeah, he had a family emergency that had to go get taken care of. Tragedy. That's the word we're looking for. Tragedy. As you all know, Hooked on Phonics may not have worked for us the whole time, but it worked part-time. So here we go, folks. Nonetheless, as I try to bumble through a sentence, lights are going to be off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Going to be Jared Beasley leading us back to the green. Mike Bruno in the 19 car. Christian Swinson and Tyler Justice make up your first 2 rows. Third row is going to be Spence Thompson and Dustin Kleba. Then you got Trey James in the 1 car RBI machine. sneaking up there inside the top 10. Matthew McMeekin, Michael Dorsey hanging tough right around there as well. Tell you what, we're gonna go roof and rear roof cam. As you see, the Ford Mustang pace car gonna make that hard left onto pit road. Right here feels like an eternity. Jared Beasley just waiting to pick up that loud pedal. Green flag in the air. Beasley and 24 other cars going to roar to life under the California lights. It'll be 30 laps to go. Beasley comes up through the gears. Bruno trying to come up through a little bit better. Here comes Tyler Justice, and caution flag's going to fly. I got you all ramped up, folks, and the caution's going to fly. Looks like tough break. David Heisen, the Indiana driver. Go back and take a look at what happened to David. Here we go. We're going to watch the restart. Heisen gets a better start than Jason Alexander in the 5 car. Heisen going to go up the middle. Still trying to make it work. John Kennedy and Heisen going to make a little bit of contact going into 1. You saw Heisen definitely make the middle work. Folks, you're getting on. You saw it last night. A prime example is last night. You saw it. Last night you saw it. We had a long green flag run in the truck series through the middle portion of the race, and then it looked like a sparse bit of cautions, but there you're going to see it. Kennedy goes to arc it down just a little bit, maybe feeling the pressure of the wall. Heisen going to be the unlucky recipient. Everybody else going to do a great job of missing it. Take one more look at it. I'll tell you where we're going to take a look at it from. Right here. Roll bar camera. Kennedy going to go around. Trevor Harmon and some others squeak through. Back to what we were saying, though. You saw it happen last night. There was the long green flag run through the center part of the race. Everybody kind of knows what they've got. They're kind of chillaxed about it all. And then you get that caution with about 30 laps to go. It's going to ramp up the energy again, and that's what you're seeing here, folks. Don't discredit these drivers. Heisen just trying to make 3 wide, make something happen. And, it's one of those things that's a tough break. Poor Heisen trying to make something happen there. Everybody feels like they've got to go, and you got to go now. So, we'll see what happens here as the field back under caution. And, tell you what, I'm going to talk with your leader. Mike Bruno, Bradley Wilson, backwards hat booth. You got a copy.
10-4, but I got you.
Well, man, you put that 19 car out front, pretty much kept it there, keeping them all at bay after taking the lead over from Beasley. You think you got what it takes to cap it off, put that thing in victory lane?
I hope so, man. We'll see how it goes. I mean, my luck has just been god-awful lately, and I just want to have a clean race, clean finish, and bring her home in one piece. So whether it's victory lane or top 5, top 10, I'll be happy either way.
Man, I was telling the viewers out there, much like the truck race last night, this thing's kind of got that feel where we saw a long green flag run through the center of the race. Everybody kind of felt it out, knew what they had. And then you get that mystery caution with about 30 laps to go, and everything just ramps right back up, and it's like turning the fire on right back under the boiling pot. You think that's kind of what we're seeing here? Do you expect maybe a rash of cautions here? You think we're going to get to see some more green flag laps?
Yeah, I hope no more yellows, but I don't know, man. It seems like just I don't know if they're clipping the apron and getting loose. I'm not quite sure what the cautions are coming from, but I think if we can get spread out like we were in the beginning there, we can get this thing to stay green, and I think we're going to see a lot of good racing if that happens.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck, because I know you're going to have your hands full. Tyler Justice. We saw Tyler get that penalty about the mid part of the race. Worked his way back up, but definitely looking for a show, as you guys always know how to put one on at the finish. And you never know, man. Maybe with a little luck and a little drive there, we'll be seeing that 19 car come out on the better end of this one. I know you betted him in a B Open race earlier in the week, so definitely maybe have some of that no-2 and skill and get it in victory lane tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't want to think about that one, but yeah, I appreciate it, bud. We'll see how it goes.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck, and said hopefully we'll see you close this one out in victory lane.
Thank you, man.
Once again, Mike Bruno driving the number 19 car out of New England. He's going to pace the field around, see if we get lights off here, which I think we will. If we don't get lights off here, we may see if we can squeeze one more interview in. Cautions do green cautions, Mama Lindgren, you're right. That's what we're seeing here. Everybody on the go pedal, and definitely field space going to run out. I tell you what, lights are actually going to stay on the Ford Mustang pace car. Let's get another talk with our pole sitter. Tyler Justice, brother, was the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, the lights stayed on the Ford Mustang pace car. So we thought we'd check in with our pole sitter, and saw that restart there. A little bit of a jump, had to go to the back. Nonetheless, worked your way back up to third. Definitely been exciting out there looking from the outside in. What's it been like in one of those things tonight?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Like I said, we jumped that one restart. My mind went blank, and I reverted back to all the official races I've been running this week and didn't even think about that we go on green every time. So dumped that, had to go to the back. Took us 38 laps to get back up here with the leaders. So hopefully we can just keep getting restarts on the inside here to try to gain a couple more positions to get to the lead and control the race. It's just last couple of restarts here, I've been on the outside and just couldn't go nowhere because you can't get to the inside and you just get freight trained. So starting on the inside here, so hopefully we can make something happen and get back to the lead here pretty quick and stay out front for the rest of the way.
We know I talked to Bruno a little bit before we let you get back to business. I was talking to Bruno a second ago and I told him, you know, last night in the truck race, it had this feel to it where the center part of the race, we got a long green flag run, everybody knew what they had. And then with about 30 laps to go, you get that mysterious caution, that one that always seems to happen. And it's like turning the fire back on under an already boiling pot. And it just, that much more intensity. Is that what we're dealing with out there?
Yeah, I think you're right. You get under a long green flag run just to get towards the end of the race. And as those laps start winding down, people start getting more anxious and more anxious. So people start making moves they normally wouldn't make earlier in the race now that we're at the end, and it's just about go time now here. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we don't get into any mess and we can bring home the win, hopefully.
Heck yeah, well, definitely got the catbird seat sitting in third. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. I'm going to let you get back to business. Good luck, man, and maybe we'll be talking to you for victory lane.
All right, appreciate it.
Once again, that was Tyler Justice and Mike Bruno, a pair of teammates going to start inside the top 5. First and third, you're going to see them line up there on the inside row, nose to tail. 21 of you out there watching. We appreciate you all tuning in. We're going to see what happens. Mama Lindgren, I see you out there watching. We'll check in on Zach. As you see Zach, you've got Bruno, Justice, Swinson, Thompson, and Lindgren all lined up. Your first 5 cars on the inside row. Last night's winner, Jared Hazen, going to be up there in the 9-car, 3rd car on the outside row. So it's definitely going to be interesting here. Lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car, and it's going to make that hard left into pit lane. Bruno going to wait as they creep to it. Green flag in the air. Bruno, a little bit of flag on the loud pedal there. Justice going to get him going. It's going to be a bumper to his teammate into turn number 1. Justice going to push Bruno clear of the field. Out 1-2. Beasley going to be fighting for his life on the outside. Here comes Swinson to the bottom. Tyler Justice now going to try to work over Bruno. Meanwhile, this is a camera I've been wanting to see all night. We're going to show it off to you just a little bit here. One of the coolest cameras in the joint tonight, I think. Right off of that roll bar, you're looking right over the right front corner as we ride with Zach Lindgren. Lindgren gonna work to the inside of Thompson. Thompson gonna shut the door. And here's where you make that slide off of turn number 2. Dorsey gonna look to the inside of Thompson, makes the move. Can he make it stick? As Dorsey now gonna dig the bottom. Thompson closes the door. Out the back glass. Oh, car in the air. Holy cow. Caution flag's going to fly. I believe it was the 11 car. The Pokemon machine. You watched it from Spence Thompson. I don't know if y'all saw that red flash. Holy cow. And take a look, see what happened to Blake Falone. Gets in there, gonna wash up just a little bit. Holy cow. You know what this means, folks. You haven't got to see it in a while. You're gonna get to see it now. As here we go. I haven't done it all night. I'm gonna show it to you once. Gyro cam, as Robbie Buckner labeled it many races ago, the Dramamine cam. Now I'm going to take it to you, show you slow-mo. Right there, you're going to see, holy cow. That is definitely not a look you want to see if you're Blake Falone. Let's see who actually got him. He was already getting airborne. Oh, it's going to be Derek Robinson, the Canadian driver in the 818. I can take a look and see what Derek saw. Tough break for Robinson, nowhere to go. Falone's car goes flipping. Like one more look at it, we're gonna do it from the roof cam of Derek Robinson. Holy cow, there you see it, folks, just that quick. I was trying to see, there was a car. What is that? Ronald White. Unfortunately, I don't have an in-car. I'm gonna watch Blake hit the wall. Ronald goes right underneath him as he's coming back down to Mother Earth there. So definitely a wild turn of events, wild ride. Falone just looks like he got a little loose. Maybe the air got taken off the back of the car, had to chase it just a little bit, overcorrected. As we go back up front, I believe we've got a new leader. Do indeed. Dakota Reeder, the KPR driver, gonna play a little bit of pit strategy here. Put that car out front. Tell you what, Mama Lindgren, I know you've been waiting to talk to him. We're gonna see if we can't get a word with him here. Zach Lindgren, Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, definitely been an exciting race tonight as we see that 85 car up inside the top 10. Started 27th. Action's been fast-paced up here. I know I'm looking down on it. What's it been like out there on the attractor?
It's been real racy tonight. We found a little bit of a groove that the car likes, I guess. We just need a long run. Caution that plagued this thing, and it's really been killing a lot of vibes. So I guess we need to start finding short run speed, or else we ain't gonna gain any positions. But overall, it's been a race so far. I've had to battle the car all night. Pretty much looped her on the backstretch there at one point. So
we saw that.
Yeah.
We actually used you. You actually gave us a teaching point there as I was explaining what brings out a caution and what doesn't to a lot of these viewers. And we actually use you as a teaching point, so you know, you inadvertently gave us a teaching point there.
I'm glad I can teach while spinning out. That's always a good one, but no, besides that, it's just really been handling the car more than anything.
Well, we're going to go 1 to green, but I want to bring up something real quick before I let you go. I talked to Tyler about it. Last night in the truck race, you saw that long green flag run, and then towards the end, you saw, you know, what seemed to be a lot of cautions. It's kind of, as I've described it more than once in the last 10 minutes, it's kind of like taking the burner on an oven and turning it all the way back up under an already boiling pot. Is that kind of what we're feeling here?
A little bit. I mean, once you clump everyone back together, we had a good about 10-15 lap run right there at the start, whether it be the first 15 laps or the 15 laps after that, but after that, everyone's been clumped together and trying to go for the same space, and it's kind of been a cluster all race, so, I mean, emotions are running high right now. We're trying to get to the end of this. We're trying to run as best as we can, but yeah, that pretty much hits the nail right on the head.
Well, take care of it there, Puddin' Bears. I know you're looking to rally home to the top 10, and best of luck, brother.
Awesome, boss. Thank you.
Once again, that was Zach Lindgren, driving the number 85 Toyota Camry, also known as Puddin' Bear. Going to be looking to maybe crawl a few more spots and get up in the top 5, battle for a win. All eyes are on Dakota Reader, should I say, in the 25 car. Pace car is in.
Green flag.
Green flag. Reader going to be a little slow to the start. Stacks the bottom line up and then gets clear of him. Michael Dorsey now going to get the run in the 3 car. Everybody going to file down behind Dakota Reader. Tyler Justice now going to get the run on Dorsey out of 2. Battle of Camaros, a little bit of Ford and some Toyota all mixed in at the front. Everybody going to go for what they can. 18 laps to go. You know you're getting down to crunch time. Dorsey going to get a little loose. Chases it up the racetrack. Good job of the save there. Now Beasley going to get loose. Here comes Lindgren to the bottom. Zach Lindgren makes a last-ditch move to the bottom. Looks like it's going to pay off. He and teammate Spence Thompson now going to try to work around Jaron Hazen and Jaron Beasley. Thompson going to catch that. Oh, Cleva going to go around. Cleva's going to go around. It's red. Host of others. Lindgren going to get a piece of it. Tough break for quite a few drivers there. We're going to take a look at what happened. We're going to get down in there. Dustin looks like he gets the apron just a little bit. Tell you what, we'll go on board with Christian Swenson, as I believe he's probably going to have the best view of it. Right here, you're going to see the 6 get unsettled. He did. He got the apron just a little bit, folks, in that transition in 1. Dustin's doing all he can to save it here. Unfortunately, not going to get it gathered back up. You can see cars start to spin all around. Hard impact for Swenson in the 15. Going more to our backwards half productions chopper. Actually, we're going to take you right there. Car's going to scatter. Wow, big melee down the backstretch. Slow it down just a little bit. You can see in the background there. Cars up against the wall, sparks flying. A lot of good race cars getting torn up in this one, including your 2018 Cup Series champion, Dustin Kleba. Like Spence Thompson's going to make it through in the 89 car. Be one of the last survivors. Dakota Reeder going to hit pit lane. Dakota was up front. I don't believe any damage. I believe it's just a 4-tire stop for Reeder. See Scott Lecoe. Give a shout out to Scott Lecoe in that 17 car. I know they were a little down on their luck in the Dalton Do-It Center camp after another disappointing run last night in the Dalton Do-It Center Truck Series. Definitely rallied back, currently being shown in the 12th position. Car looks, other than maybe needing a bath, that car looks just like it would have just rolled off the transport. The view from VR. Oh man, I can't imagine, Blake. I can't imagine. I gave the fans the gyro cam and what Robbie Buckner calls the Dramamine cam. But I can't imagine what it was like in a VR. As definitely glad you're okay. Not that you would have, not that you would have sustained any injuries from the crash. Maybe falling out of a chair because you're spinning that fast in the VR. But nonetheless, glad to hear you're okay and that the Pokemon machine may not be. But folks, 14 laps to go. We've had 9 cautions for 36 laps. For the 87th lap of 100 to be ran. Let's see. I'm gonna run down the running order here. That Chevy Camaro not too badly damaged, actually. Being in that last one a little bit, not a lot of significant damage to the 00 car. If we don't go 1 to green here, we may see if we can't get a talk with the Larson remodeling driver. Looks like Matthew McMeekin going to come off pit road here to rejoin the field. 1 to green, so we may get a talk with Gordon here in a little bit. Nonetheless, great job for Gordon Larson. It started 19th up to 12th. Some of the big movers once again, folks. Robbie Buckner in the 94 car. Started 25th, currently up to the 8th position. Scott Lecoe in the Dalton Do-It Center Toyota Camry started 20th up to 9th. What a call out to Jason Alexander, 29th to 10th for the driver of the 5 car, Culligan Water Machine. Those are some of your biggest movers so far as we get set to go with 13 laps to go. Katie, bar the door. This is when it's going to get exciting. As we get set to go back racing the field, going to be under the control of Tyler Justice. Mike Bruno to his outside. Michael Dorsey. Jared Hazen going to rally back up and start 4th. Jared Beasley, Spence Thompson, Dakota Reeder, Robbie Buckner, Scott Lecoe, all going to make up a handful of the top 10 cars. Base cars in. Green flag in the air. Justice going to get back on the loud pedal. Gets a great start as he's going to pull the bottom line. Dorsey going to peek out just a little bit. Beasley will see if he goes with him. Beasley started to look maybe on Dorsey there. Nothing doing. Dorsey going to seal off the bottom now. Justice going to rocket off of turn 2. Brings the field down the back straightaway. 12 laps to go. Look at Joe Burchett, the 83 car, all torn up. Still got a little bit of fight left in it. Meanwhile, we go back here and take a look at the gearbox. Off the gearbox of Dorsey. The hub. Sim Racing giveaways on the deck lid. Dorsey gonna work through 1 and 2. Shuts the door on Beasley. Justice going to skate away to about a 4/10 of a second lead. Meanwhile, back around Jared Beasley. A lot of action. Dakota Reeder going to swing it out wide, then bring it back in. Dorsey going to continue to try to hold off Bruno. Beasley going to get a run under Bruno. Almost looked like it was going to get a little bit of sideways there. Little bit sideways. Beasley going to bring it back together. Now they're going to start to single file out. 10 laps to go. A little bit of action right here around Beasley. Oh, Dakota Reeder going to scuff the ball. Sparks fly. Caution flag's going to fly, and it's going to be the 15 car of Christian Swenson. Looks like Zach Lindgren involved as well. See Zach off in the distance there, trying to get it turned back around. See what happened. Swenson gonna get it down to the bottom. Just gets out from underneath him a little bit. You see him go to catch it. Zach Lindgren, meanwhile, another great job of getting it locked down, keeping it off of anything to cause further damage. We're gonna go back and take a look at this. I believe Zach may have just gotten loose as he was trying to navigate around the spinning 15 car. We'll also get another look at Christian Swenson. Swenson gonna get it pointed down to the white line. Like I told you folks all night long, the first one to the white line's more than likely gonna have the run off the bottom. However, sometimes going over those bumps right there, you can see a little bit of bounce in Lindgren's car. And, right there, Swenson gonna get loose. You can see Zach's car already bouncing as it is. Zach does a great job of getting this thing locked down, avoiding any more damage than what could have been. I'll tell you what, while we're still under caution, Spence Thompson, Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth, you got to come.
Yes, sir, Bradley.
Well, man, the 85 machine and the 89 machine have been up front all night, although now there's just one of you, and it's going to be that Buffalo Wild Wings 89 machine. Up there inside the top 10, you think you got a shot to pull it out?
I would like to think we do, man, but I'm going to tell you, dude, there's a lot of good cars up in this front pack here, man. It's just been crazy racing all night long, especially coming down towards the end of it, man. But problem is, though, I think if we had just one long green flag run in this thing, I feel like we got a good long run car, but we really haven't been able to showcase that tonight. But our short run speed ain't too bad. I mean, we scraped the wall just a little bit and avoid one of them early wrecks, though. But I feel like it's actually helped out the car, though, man. But so far, so good, though, for this A9 Buffalo Wild Wings Toyota Camry, dude. It's been handling really solid all night long, and at least we got a solid top 10 finish going here. Hopefully we can keep it up.
Well, I talked to a few drivers. I know you weren't in the truck race last night, so maybe you, if there's a fresh perspective or another way to look at it, maybe we'll get it from you. The truck race last night, we saw a long green flag run through the center portion of it, and it seemed like everybody had figured out what they had, and, you know, right as soon as you're making those final preparations, the green flag pit stop happens, you're making your final preparations for the last one. That caution with about 35 to go flies, you know, that seems to always happen, and it just ramps up the energy and, you know, the excitement all over again. Is that kind of what the feeling is down there amongst the drivers?
It seems like it is. I mean, because it seems like every time we get one of those restarts, man, it just bunches that whole field up, and then everyone's trying to get whatever they can get before the tires start wearing out, though. And especially coming down inside 10 laps to go, one of these final restarts right here, man, this one's going to be probably one of the wildest ones you've seen in the night, man. I guarantee it. But hopefully we can all keep it clean, though, and have some good racing. Like I said, there's been good racing up front here. Just we've had kind of a few overzealous drivers in the pack today that, like, I mean, whether it's getting sideways off the corners or whatever, but like I said, it's been good racing all night long, man. Just it would have been nice to be able to see one of them long green runs like you were talking about, but yeah, it just seems like every time we get into that zone and, you know, we can start figuring out what to do for the race and kind of what we can do for any pit stops and get back out there and all that kind of thing, then that caution comes out and it just pretty much ramps up everything again, like you said. And like I said, at that point, everyone just guts and gouges for anything they can get before those tires wear out, though. But like I said, we'll see what we can do, man. We'll see if we can finish this one off with a good, solid top 10 run. Hopefully, maybe even a top 5 to hopefully continue this wave of momentum that we've had ever since missing Daytona. So we're looking forward to it, though, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you get back down to business, but good luck. And never know, brother. Cards fall the right way. Maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
We hope so, man.
Once again, that was driver the number 89 car, Spence Thompson at Buffalo Wild Wings on that machine. We get set to go, 6 laps to go. Tuck the kids in tight, Grandpa Papa Viagra, it's showtime. Next flag will likely end the race. These guys are going to know it. You thought the last few restarts are going to be crazy. This one's going to be intense. We'll see. Like I've told you at the top of the show, folks, the rules changed a little bit on the restarts. Drivers now able to move around instead of having to wait until the start-finish line. Could we see a 3-wide move? Somebody try to make it pay off. Could we see a last-ditch effort to the bottom? We're going to find out here momentarily as the Ford Mustang pace car works its way down the back straightaway. Pit road. It'll be Tyler Justice, Michael Dorsey out front. Justice gonna bring him from a creep to a crawl. Here we go.
Green flag, green
flag in the air. Justice gonna be on the loud pedal. I told you we may see it. Burchett gonna waste no time. Looks like he may stick Thompson 3 wide if he can get there. Not gonna happen. Gonna have to file back down behind him. Spence Thompson going to be hung out on the high side. Here comes Burchett to the bottom. Jason Alexander with a move. Trey James going to go around.
All right, man.
That one will end it more than likely. Tough break, Zach Linger and a few others. I saw Trey James get shuffled out, and I was worried it might happen. Let's take a look at it. What happened to Trey James? James is going to go to arc it down in the corner. Alexander going to shove up just a little bit. Nowhere for Ronald White, going to make heavy contact with the outside wall. Keeps it going straight. Look around Zach Lindgren. All this going to happen to Lindgren's outside. We're going to see a good view of it from the pole barn here. Lindgren, right as he gets a clear path, gets turned around. Fast forward it just a little bit here, folks, as we'll take another look at it. Lingering with a great move to the bottom on Ronald White. Has to duck back in right here. Your field of view is going to shrink tremendously. The contact being made as Zach goes to the bottom of Ronald White. Take one more look at it. Zach had to check up. Looked like Jared Washon maybe slight contact. Right here's where it's all going to start to happen. You'll see Trey James about 3 cars up on the high line. Everybody's starting to get loose right here. They're all trying to check up. Zach still trying to get it under Ronald. Slight contact right there between the 96 and the 85. Enough to send them all around. Definitely a tough break for a lot of the front running cars just trying to leg this one out. I told you that one may end it. Miss Sandy Bell out there with the Go Michael Dorsey. If things hold right now and we don't go back green, Michael Dorsey going to pick up a top 3 podium finish. We'll be talking to him at the conclusion of it. Mike Bruno second. Tyler Justice rallies back after a restart violation at the midpoint of the race to reclaim the lead. Lights will not go off on the Ford Mustang pace car. That one's going to do it, folks. I told you it was go time. Everything was going to be intensified. Unfortunately, contact between the 5 of Jason Alexander and the 1 of Trey James sets off a chain reaction. A lot of good cars not going to get the finish they were hoping for tonight. But man, once again, what can you say about the drive of Tyler Justice, driver out of Alabama? Starts on the pole, gets a penalty midway through the race, and is going to pick up a win after rallying back on a drive through the field. Heck of a job tonight. Some of the big movers in the field that are going to finish their runs off. Scott LaCoe, once again, we mentioned, look at that thing. Just like it rolled off the transporter. Give it a bath. It's good to go again. 20th to 12th. Great 8-spot gain for LaCoe. Jason Alexander in the 5 car up 20 spots from 29th to 9th. Joe Burchett in the 83 car also up 20 spots from 28th to 8th. Burchett's car maybe not as clean as some of the others out there, but definitely didn't lose the fight in the Swamp Dust Seasoning Chevrolet Camaro, as he's going to finish inside the top 10. Call out to Robbie Buckner in the 94 car, as Buckner going to bring home the Ray Vestas Toyota Camry in the 13th spot after starting 25th. Matthew McMeekin in the 44 car started 18th, going to finish 14th, although he was up inside the top 10 before getting caught up in one of those incidents at the midway point of the race. And a big shout out to the driver just not directly behind him in the not directly behind him as they run on the track, but a few ways back, going to catch up to the field. Ronald White, the 41 the top 15 after starting. So definitely a great race overall. It was 100 laps, 11 cautions. A lot of those cautions coming at the end point of this race. Well, it's like I said, you get to that point and it seems like with about 30 laps to go, everything ramps up and you go, everybody's trying to get what they can get, and cautions breed cautions, as I saw Mama Wickman say out there. Miss Larson, it is my pleasure indeed. I was happy to be back up here in the booth tonight. I would have liked to have been out there with them, but you know, definitely a nice change of pace tonight. Able to get back in it. Was wondering if I still had it up here in the old broadcast booth. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It seems like, for the most part, everybody who's left me a comment out there did enjoy it. So I want to thank each and every one of you. As a post-race interview is going to be coming up here momentarily. Once again, Tyler Justice, Mike Bruno, Michael Dorsey, your top 3. We get interviews with them, as well as the Hard Charger Award. The Hard Charger Award will go to Joe Burchett. He and Jason Alexander did pick up the same amount of spots at 20th, Joe Burchett being the highest finishing driver of those two. We've got a post-race interview with Burchett. Tyler going to get her a little slideways. Celebration starting at 3 and 4 already. It was a great run by the driver out of Alabama. A lot of reasons to celebrate there. After what some would call a little bit of hard luck last night in the truck series. Going to capitalize on it tonight here in the Grand National Series. Burning them down. Great job by Tyler Justice. We're going to go ahead and pull up the first driver we're going to interview tonight. Pull up our Hard Charger tonight. Joe Burchett, Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you're going to be tonight's Hard Charger Award, picking up 20 spots all the way from the 28th spot to 8th. Crazy turn of events throughout the last 30 laps as we saw last night, man. But what was it like to be out there amongst it tonight?
It was good earlier. Got wrecked there about halfway through the race. Don't really know what the hell happened, but weren't too happy. Kind of fueled us for the rest of the race. Just trying to drive it back to the front. Wish we wouldn't have got those last 2 cautions there. I think we had something possible even to get top 5 here with that messed up car. But I guess we'll take an 8, get some points, get the off week next week. Cool off a little bit, go to Texas. So.
Well, heck yeah, man. We wanted to talk to you once again, Hard Charger. Hard luck, but still managed to bring it home inside the top 10. Before I let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Everybody at Swamp Dust Seasoning, all boys at Overtake Motorsports, everybody at RBI, Joe and Tim that usually do the broadcast, you for doing it tonight, you and Robbie putting on the league, and everybody watching.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're going to let you get out of here and go debrief with the team. Good run once again, and see you after, like you said, the week off back in Texas, man.
See you, man. Thanks.
Once again, that was Joe Burchett, the Hard Charger of tonight, as we are currently rounding up our top 3. Give me 1 second here. We're going to talk to 3rd place finisher tonight. Michael Dorsey, Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, man, you started 5th, going to finish 3rd, 2-spot improvement. Didn't really see you leave the top 5 at all tonight. Last 30 laps, it was like the intensity got cranked way up. Cautions breed cautions, but hey, sometimes that's racing, man. What was it like to be out there and, have a catbird seat for it all?
Well, it's kind of an up and down night for us. The race never really got a real good rhythm with all the cautions, but we made some contact with the car and had to pit, get that repaired. I think we went back to 16th and used some pit strategy to get back up towards the front. And it seemed like the tires equalized pretty well. We could keep up with those guys, that took 4 tires. I think we had a shot at it, but on the restarts, if you start on the outside, you were toast. And unfortunately, we slipped a spot there on that last restart. But third place, good points night. We'll take it.
Definitely so. The West Coast swing, like you said, you had a good run there at Las Vegas last week at Phoenix. Going to finish third here tonight. Going to get a little bit of a breather with the off week and then back at it in Texas, man. But, we talked about tire wear, like you said, with a rash of cautions that we saw. We didn't really see a whole lot of tire wear through the end after that first time I talked to you. But I still saw a lot of cars, maybe getting loose on the bottom, right around the apron. I was telling the viewers out there that, this track's getting a little bit of age on the paving on it, and got a little bit of characteristic down there in the bumps. You think that maybe been what was upsetting the cars just a little bit, or any explanation as to maybe why some people were finding the loose on the bottom?
Yeah, I think it's one of the oldest surfaces that we race on, and one of the most abrasive. It was definitely slick, down there on the inside, and even with just a few laps, if you took 4 tires and went 4 or 5 laps, and then when I took 2 tires, that made the car just a tick more loose. But I felt like we were going to be able to use it to our advantage, just to be able to keep the RPMs up and to be able to maybe make a shot there for the win. But it was definitely, a tricky racetrack. And another thing, too, that a lot of times you forget about, the seams on this racetrack. There's 5 or 6 black seams all the way around. And if you don't hit them right, the car, that makes the car get really loose as well. So definitely a little trickier car to handle than what we were used to the last few weeks.
Heck yeah, well, you handled it beautifully. Like I said, going to bring it home in third. Going to be the highest finishing AMSOIL Rookie of the Year tonight as well. So congratulations all around, man. Before we let you get out of here, debrief with the team. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, absolutely. Elite Motorsports, greatest teammates in the world. Diecast fans for not only sponsoring the series, but sponsoring our car here on the number 3 Diecast fans car. Chevrolet, Lowe's Home Improvement, and my wife, my daughter Adri, and my mom and my grandparents watching tonight.
Heck yeah, well, making Dorsey Nation proud. Congratulations, and enjoy that off week, man, and we'll see you back at Texas.
All right, brother. We'll catch you later.
Once again, that was third place finisher tonight, his Diecast fans Chevrolet Camaro, the Elite Motorsports camp of Michael Dorsey. We're going to bring up now driver finishing in the second place. You see him parked there just outside of pit road. Mike Bruno, Bradley Wilson, Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy.
10-4, I got you, bud.
Well, man, late one tonight. You're going to bring it home in second place. Crazy last 30 laps we saw. We talked about it, under one of those cautions. The intensity ramped up. Seemed like it never did calm back down. Gonna see you come home one spot shy of that win, but I gotta think that gonna take that one and put it in the bank as a great finish. Do you think you had anything for Tyler if it would have went green?
Oh man, I'll tell you what, this is like a win all on its own right here. Just being able to finish finally. I'm not sure, man. It's when we get down to the end like that in the last laps, it's so easy to make a little mistake. You clip that apron or just driving too hard, your heart's pumping. You never know what could happen. So, hey, you never know. I mean, if it had stayed green, it would have been fun to see what could have happened. But, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, sometimes it seems like we're equally matched at tracks like this. And it was definitely going to be a fun one if it went green, but we didn't get the opportunity. But congrats on him on the win.
Well, I love that you brought up that point of how equally matched you two are, because there's no doubt that on tracks, especially like this, there was, we're under the nightfall, and of course that's going to bring a cooler temperature, but this old track's got some characteristics, like I was just talking to Michael Dorsey about. There's bumps on it's one of the oldest paved surfaces on the circuit, and there's the bumps around the bottom that kind of upset the car just a little bit. There's those black seams. What is it about this slick racetrack, and, really having to finesse it around here that makes you so good around these places?
To be honest, man, it's two completely different driving styles. I mean, just for instance, between me and Tyler, like he has got a knack for being able to back the corner up and get a hell of a run off, and I seem to back it up also, but I drive in a little bit easier than he does. He just makes it stick down the bottom. I still to this day do not have a clue how he can do that half the time and gets a run off the way he does. But just I don't know, just trying to avoid those bumps like you were saying and holding it to that white line seems to be the trick around this track.
Well, man, the West Coast swing going to come to an end after another exciting night here at the Auto Club Speedway. Going to have a week off before we hit back to Texas. So, got to think, like you said, this one after you know, an up and down cycle of weeks through the West Coast swing and even the opening of the season, bring it home a solid P2 tonight. Car in great shape, almost as it rolled off the transporter. So, congratulations. Hey, before we let you get out of here, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Sure, man. I want to thank my teams as always. MR Motorsports Phase 2. Thank my sponsors, Amsoil. Congrats to Tyler on the win. He did a heck of a job. I know we didn't have a lot of green flag laps tonight, but he earned it for sure. Thanks to you guys up in the booth, Bradley. You guys do great. I know I'm forgetting some people, but thank you, everybody, and come back next week.
Heck yeah, man. Well, like I said, enjoy that off week. Truck's going to be the only thing in action next week, but you know, take that off week on a Monday night and then gear up for Texas, and we'll be looking forward to another great night, man. And once again, congratulations on the hard-fought second place finish tonight.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Once again, Mike Bruno driving the number 19 MR Motorsports car. We're going to pull up the man now from Victory Lane. As give me a second here. Back it up just a little bit. Back it up, rewind it, let Tyler do it. Get a good burnout scene as we keep him waiting. Let the anticipation build up just a little bit. So there you see it. We're going to pull the man up now. From the BA Graphics Victory Lane, driver the number 7 Amsoil Camaro, Tyler Justice. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, congratulations. Once again, you know, what can you say about a night like tonight? You start on the pole, blister it to pick up the pole. Penalty, restart violation, going to send you to the back. That don't matter. Not even that's going to stop you. Almost made it look easy tonight.
Yeah, it looked easy probably from up there, but it surely wasn't. We had a long road to get back to the front after that penalty. It took us almost 40 laps to do that, so that set us back in the hole a good bit. But yeah, once we got back up there, we really didn't get any longer green flag runs there to kind of work our way back up through there, so it took a little bit more time to get back to on the point like we wanted to be to control the race. And finally we got there, and it was hectic trying to figure out when to pit and when not to pit, but luckily we came out on the good side of it, and luckily the caution came out right there at the right time, and we picked up another win. Super excited.
Heck yeah, man. One more in the chase to become the most active winning driver in the BHRA across all the series. You know, a milestone like that is definitely, I saw you know, of course, we noted it in the social media post from you a couple weeks ago that the competition, better to be scared because the closer you get, the more driven you are. But I want to talk to you a second about, I talked to Bruno about it, and it seems like at tracks like this, you know, almost you excel at it more than anybody. It's night and it's slick at the same time. Like, this whole track's got them old bumps around the bottom. It's got the seams. It's one of the oldest racing surfaces, you know, that we go to. I mean, what's the secret?
I don't know that there really is a secret, to be honest with you. You got to put in a lot of practice laps, and like you said, certain tracks I'm better at than others. I mean, well, like you said, with the seams and all the different bumps at this place, you really got to put a lot of wheel into it. You can't just put the wheel at one position and hold the throttle, full throttle, and keep going. You gotta work the car and get around those bumps and those seams, and still be fast at it. So we're definitely, I think, excel at tracks like that where you have to maneuver the car a little bit more. And yeah, just actually Auto Club used to not really be a good track for me, but here lately I've been getting a little bit better at it, and that definitely showed tonight. And excited to go on to, and we got an off week next week. Excited to go to the whatever race is next.
Well, it'll be the Texas Motor Speedway in 2 weeks, man. I got to think after the West Coast swing, the 3 solid weeks, that some of the more challenging tracks, different tracks. You got Las Vegas, which can be wide open, and then last week you had the semi-short track, flat Phoenix, and then tonight once again just a lot of speed around this place. So definitely a challenging circuit. Is it gonna be a little bit of sigh of relief to catch that off week next week?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we'll probably get there, and I'll be wanting to race a little bit, but we'll find something to do since we won't be racing that night. But yeah, just kind of recuperate and get ready for Texas. Maybe put in a little bit more practice at Texas. But yeah, I'm ready for it.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're gonna let you go celebrate with the team, or let you get out of here. Does anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out to all my teammates at MR Motorsports, Phase 2 Motorsports as well. And I want to give a shout out to Amzil for being on the car as always. Great race by everybody tonight. And hopefully we can do the same thing again in 2 weeks. And thank you in the booth for broadcasting tonight.
Heck yeah, man. My pleasure. Go and sell it. Go enjoy celebrating the win. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, Tyler Justice, tonight's winner, dominating performance on the driver out of Alabama. We're going to pull up your complete rundown now. Second, I said we were. Still are. There we go. It just took a second to load. The rundown and the ticker screens and everything a little bit as rusty as I am, but here we go, and here's how they finished. Tyler Justice going to start first. Didn't tell the whole story. You see, start first, finished first, but definitely had to fight his way back from that restart violation at the midway point of the race. Mike Bruno going to start 7th, finish 2nd. Michael Dorsey up 2 spots from his 5th starting spot to finish 3rd. Jared Beasley going to go up 6 spots from 10th to 4th. Dakota Reeder going to finish 5th. Hazen up 10 spots from 16th to 6th. Good run for the MR number 9 machine. Spence Thompson going to finish 7th after starting 8th. There you see your hard charger of the race. Joe Burchett going to come up 20 spots from 28th to 8th. Just behind that, 29th to 9th, will be Jason Alexander. Gordon Larson up 9 spots from 19th to 10th. Trey James going to finish 11th. Scott Lecoe, a great run after having a bit of bad luck. Going to bring it home just outside the top 10 in 12th. Gain of 8 spots from the 20th starting position. Robbie Buckner just a bit outside the top 10. Going to finish 13th. 14th, Matthew McMeekin. 15th, Ronald White. We talked to Ronald. Definitely want to give a shout out once again to Ronald. Grandpa White has a lot call him. Definitely one of the most respected men in the garage area. And like I said, gives a shout out to his grandson. We hope you were watching. Going to finish in 15th. Christian Swinson going to finish 16th after starting 3rd. David Heise going to finish 17th. Zach Lindgren, 27th starting spot. Climbed his way all the way up inside the top 5. Unfortunately, going to get bit by the bad luck bug once again and finish 18th. Jared Washawn, 19th. Dustin Kleba, after starting outside the front row, going to find some bad luck, gets caught up in an accident, is going to finish 20th. Anthony C. finishes 21st. 22nd will be Blake Falone. You saw Blake take that wild ride out of turn number 4. I saw him out there in the chat comment, another one going to the field of broken dreams behind the BB shop. So definitely a tough break for the Pokemon ride tonight. Derek Robinson, after solid 13th place starting position. Going to find a bit of bad luck as well. Get caught up in a few incidents and bring it home in 23rd. John Kennedy 24th. Trevor Hartman starts 14th and finishes 25th. Mark Broderick, after having a solid run in the early laps, going to get caught up. Couldn't avoid the spinning car. Gets taken to the outside wall and to the garage area in 26th. Corey Walters 27th. Michael Redding going to finish 28th, 83 laps down. And Craig Learman, after some unforeseen mechanical issues, going to put the 43 car behind the wall before it even really got started. So tough break for Learman, as he's going to round out your 29 cars field tonight. Well, folks, once again, I hope you had a great time with me, as definitely been exciting. An exciting one tonight, to say the least, and shook the rust off. We also here at Backwards Hat Productions want to send our heartfelt condolences and prayers to the White family and OSRN, as you know, the voice of Joe White, the voice of the BHRA. Like I said, dealing with a tragedy in the family tonight. Couldn't be here, so I hope I filled in. I hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, our thoughts and prayers out with the White family. So we're gonna leave it with that. Once again, this was the widely imitated, never duplicated Backwards Hat Productions. I am Bradley Wilson. Hope you all had a great time, and until next time, everybody stay safe, God bless, and have a good night.